Hey guys, I'm Chris Bach and a very warm welcome to Friday Fretworks. And on this week's video, I've got the rather thankless, awkward task of trying to nail it down to one guitar that I would consider to be my favourite from 2019. Now, 2019, much like last year to be honest, has been a very good year in the new guitar stakes. Been immensely fortunate and very, very lucky to get my hands on some really, truly stunningly made instruments. As I said, trying to nail it down to one that I guess would be my favourite, it was a kind of thankless task, I guess. All these guitars have seen very heavy use in one way or another, whether it's Bach and Evans shows, whether it's YouTube with Friday Fretworks, whether it's gear reviews or Instagram posts or Facebook posts. But I thought, given that it's the end of the year coming up soon, it would make a good opportunity just to try and run you through the guitars that I have used. And as I said, maybe try and nail it down to one that has inspired me beyond all others. So whether we're talking my Patrick James Eggle Macon, Grey Guitars Emperor, any number of Fender guitars I've come to own this year through my association with those guys, whether we're talking the two Vintera guitars, obviously the white blonde Stratocaster, and the blue Telecaster. Whether we're talking Yamaha, obviously we've got the RS20CR, I think is the reference number for that. That's actually the highest end rev style that I own to date. It's one of the made in Japan ones. That is a truly stunning guitar. Obviously, more recently than that as well, we have the Fender American Ultra series. A lot of guitars this year that, as I said, I've been very fortunate to own. But if I was to try and nail it down to one that, in all reality, I've probably played marginally more than any others, given its proximity to me, pretty much at any moment of the day, and the guitar that's probably inspired more song ideas, more chord progressions, more melodies, more riffs, whatever you want to call it, it would arguably be my Audition. Now, I actually shot a video dedicated to this guitar a few months ago, which I shall link above and below, should you want to hear more about it. But suffice to say, this guitar is not really an expensive guitar by any stretch of the imagination. It cost me £200, or £199 to be specific, from a second-hand guitar shop in Glasgow called Strung Out. It's not a beautifully made instrument by any respect. It was actually a Lerner brand that was manufactured in Japan between the mid-60s and the late 60s. but just oozes vibe in every way, shape or form. It's holes drilled in it left, right and centre. I can only assume it was drilled to a wall at some point in its life. All this stuff has gone on with this guitar, but as I said, there is vibe for days with this thing. And if any guitar has been likely to inspire something every time I've picked it up, it's more than likely been this Audition. Also, more recently, I've actually low-strung it with Ernie Ball Mammoth Slinkies. So they're fairly heavy strings. I was intrigued to see whether I'd have to drill the nut slot out or do anything with the bridge to accommodate such heavy strings, but it's taken it like a trooper. It's tuned down to C standard now, and a couple of the clips you're going to hear in this video are in not necessarily that tuning, because tuning is not exactly its forte. As I said, this is not a guitar I would necessarily want to tour, but in regards to just stringing it up and getting some cool song ideas dragged out of yourself, this guitar has been absolutely invaluable. So there you have it. As I said, not necessarily the most expensive guitar by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely not the most well-made one I've played this year, but arguably one of the most interesting. This has obviously had an incredibly checkered past and really has inspired a lot more ideas than I actually thought it would have done since I bought it. So there you have it. As ever, thank you very much for watching. I'm Chris Buck. This is Friday Fretworks. Please do subscribe if you have not already, and I shall see you next week for another video. Cheers guys, take care, and I shall see you soon.